My soulmate's a slime by admay 1932 mission accomplished. Early the next morning, Maeva made sure her husband is still deep in his sleep mode, before she tried to pull herself away from his tight grip. Man, he may be asleep but his protective nature works 24/7 and thus this ironclad grip. Through their connection, she already knew what Rimuru did to her gemstones and she's very grateful, but to think, she'd suddenly become a mother of 7 beautiful daughters and an 8th baby on the way. The only one conception and not of magicules though. Somewhere in the middle of the night, Araya the gemstone of air joined her sisters on Rimuru's imaginary space so she isn't there the moment the Empress opened her eyes. Well anyways. Let's see if we can trick this super tricky Emperor back, she thought as she carefully and slowly tried to extract herself from her husband's embrace. Almost there. Almost there. Yosh. Freedom. Glee filled her as she realized Rimuru didn't awaken during her struggle. If he happens to stir, he'd lock her for sure in a cage called Loving Hold and she wouldn't be able to execute her plan. Grinning, she tiptoed to the door making sure she is completely soundless. Once she is out the door then it'd be flowers and rainbows. The Master Enchantress is sure she can join the Dragon Slayers on their mission then. Unaware of the smirk forming on Rimuru's lips, she carefully made her way to the door. Her eyes widened in shock, her jaw dropped open as she gasped. Sticky threads suddenly wrapped around her wrists and feet and the next thing she knew, she was suspended in mid-air. Soon she was seated on a cushion so her middle wouldn't take her weight. Carefully turned around, Maeva saw Rimuru rose from the bed and looked at her with teasing smug smile. Geez. When did he wake up? Or was he even asleep in the first place? And she was so close to escaping. It's been a while since my baby decided to pull something like this. I kind of missed your mischievousness, you little vixen. Maeva frowns at the playful condensing tone of none other than her husband. And where do you think you were going him? Sneaking away like that? Rimuru stood up from the bed and walked towards her, who is still in the air. A fond smile lingered on his lips as he retracted the sticky threads, except the ones binding her hands, drawing her to him. Tell me wifey, were you just going for a morning walk or do you have some plans that you don't want your hubby to know? He teased. Maeva sobbed giving up. She should have known that she doesn't stand a chance to begin with. Not when they're bonded way too deep. Fine, I was trying to see if I can escape since I know you won't let me go with the Dragon Slayers for this mission, she admitted with a frown. Rimuru was taken aback. Of all the reasons he was expecting from his wife, it's the unexpected that she had chosen. Nothing less from Master Enchantress. Now amused with the idea of her suggesting that wait, she is determined to join so it's not a suggestion. Free me from these threads. That pulled the Emperor of his trance. Looking back at Maeva, she held out her bound hands. Rimuru raised a perfectly shaped brow, a smirk forming on his lips. Baby, ever heard of? Maeva's legs transformed into her mermaid tail and she hit her husband with it. Rimuru was thrashed to the side, his right cheek red from the impact. As the Empress was still in mid-air the force was stronger and the slime would have snapped his neck if he's human. Don't you dare finish that sentence, you slime of an emperor. She glares only to receive a laugh as a response. Yar yar. It's my first time seeing my beautiful enchantress in her mermaid form and this is the price I have to pay. It's your fault. Hi, now calm down, stress isn't good for Kenji. Calm down my foot. After your remark, wait, Kenji? The Tempest ruler smiled, levitating a little to carry his wife and lower her down safely. Yes, love, our baby is a son and I want to name him Kenji. That all right with you? Maeva blinks considering the idea as Rimuru settles back down on the bed with her on his lap. So, her baby is a son. Not that she minds though. After all, they have 7 daughters already. And she still is processing that. Kenji? Her eyes widens. Wait, that is the name I wanted to give my son when I was 12 years old. She looked at her husband in disbelief. So, he saw that part of her memory. Yup. So, what do you say? You good with the name? Prince Kenji Rain Tempest. How is it? Pretty cool, right? Maeva smiles at her husband's excitement. He was practically beaming with joy, and it warmed her heart. Yes. I love the name, love. Rimuru was about to respond only to receive a signal from the Dragon Slayers totally shifting his mood. Baby, you wanted to come with right? Then, let's go. Huh? But, apparently, there's a trigger on the magic circles. Either the Emperor of the Southwest is activating his summoning magic or worse. So we need to act quickly. Oh. But I am still in my nightwear. Flora, my Princess Gemstone of Fire, you awake? Rimuru questions, carrying his wife to the door. Papa. A meek voice answers. Yes, sweetheart, it's Papa. Change your mama's nightwear into her fire battle dress for me, please. By the time he says that, they were already out of Natsu's mansion-like house. Lights and glow covered Meva for a brief moment before she was dressed in her battle dress armor. There we go. Rimuru lowered his wife gently the moment they reached Natsu, Happy, Noir and Maya. There you are, guys. Thought you aren't coming with us, Natsu greets. Nah, your sister would throw tantrum if I do that, replies the Emperor with a cheeky smile, ignoring Meva's glare. Right. Pregnant women are scary, Natsu chides, grinning at Meva. Ni-chan. Enough of that if you don't want our nieces to hit you, reminded Maya calmly. Why would they hit me? I'm the best uncle there is. Right, you guys. The gemstone of portal and light moved out of Meva and settled on Natsu's shoulder. See? The fire dragon slayer looked at his younger sister proudly. Yes. I see. But isn't it better if they stay with their parents? The high princess replied, concerned. Your auntie is right, Luna, Sky. Stay with Papa for now, okay? Be good girls and listen to me. No need to be told twice. Upon Rimuru's decision, the gemstones then got back inside Rimuru's imaginary space. Rimuru-sama, congratulations on being a father, Noir greets and bowed, making the other smile. Thank you. They might have gained human body due to my magicules, but I have no regrets. They make me so happy. The Emperor chides, love pouring out from his every word. I found it, Carla. Wendy chimes the moment she and her exceed reached one of the magic circles. It's as what Zarel-san said. It's actually activated. Will you be alright, Wendy? Carla asked worriedly, seeing the magic circle coated in nothing but ominous aura. Hi. I will be. With my powers strengthened by Rimuru-san, we can take this down. I will do it now. Be careful, Wendy. I will. Now, Dragon Slayer secret art. Magic circle appeared on her hand as she raised, ready to blast it down. Sky Dragon Fang. Winds howled and followed her command as she casted her powers at the summoning circle. The moment it made contact, it exploded and Carla had to fly them higher. And yet as soon as the smokes, debris and dust cleared, the summoning magic circle is gone. Ha! You did it, Wendy. Carla gasped happily. Indeed. This is much stronger than I have expected. Carla, let's head to the next. Hi. So, this is that summoning magic circle. Ha! Ugly. Gajeel dragged the last word as they stared down at the glaring ugly, as the Iron Dragon Slayer had named it. Yes, but you probably want to destroy it now. It's activated, you know, reminds Lily, his exceed. Right. Ahem. Clearing his throat, he then focused on his mission at hand. Iron Dragon secret art. Iron Blade. Laxus stares at the lackeys before him, and to think that they are on this location. But this means, this is one of the stronger magic circles. Since they don't have extra time to play with them, however, the lightning dragon took action before they could attack him. Lightning poured from the sky like rain as he dashed and punched the first who tried intercepting him. One materialized behind him in an aim to get him from there, but his lightning blasted back, sending the person flying backwards and cracking the magic circle like glass. And yup, it was that easy for him. Even that more powerful magic circle, he destroyed it by the sheer force of his Dragon Slayer powers. Whatever Rimuru did to enhance their powers, it worked perfectly. Observing from above, Rimuru watches as Sting and Rouge created chaos. He was impressed by the tandem of the duo, their fighting like a graceful dance. One was light while the other is shadow. They created the perfect combination and took down enemies with flashy styles. He was quite worried, so he observed in the air, serving as the eye and ear to this mission. It honestly surprised him, however, that the Dragon Slayer's way surpassed his worry and that he was worried for nothing. Still though, the Emperor of the Southwest could surprise them with any schemes, so he concealed his presence and took this role. 500 magic circles are destroyed, 550, 580, 600. Raphael kept counting through wide-range detection and perception. Good. At this rate, all the magic circles are gone before the Emperor of the Southwest can even do something about it. For sure, they are aware of this happening, so he casted his multi-barrier to stop any interference. Seeing as Sting and Rouge are almost done, Rimuru then flew to his next destination. The grounds melting and the mountains reshaping gave away the Fire Dragon Slayer's location. But he can't be blamed if he's the one surrounded the most and has that many magic circles to destroy. Yet Natsu didn't even have to exert much effort. The lackeys are below average, or maybe the Dragon Slayers are that strong for them. Get out of the way! Natsu yells, running into the raging bullets of magics fired to stop him. Yet none of those even grazed him, shocking his enemies. What kind of monster is he? Whatever he is, just keep blasting at him. No. We can't even wound him a little, even when we are ranks. The ones tasked to guard the magic circles could only whimper in fear as Natsu took the offensive and roared, sizzling some of them. Rimuru arrived just to see the one-man fight below him. His eyes widened, seeing the now flowing lava out from Natsu melting the grounds, the smaller mountains ready to crumble. The Tempest ruler face-palmed himself with a shake of his head. If this continues, they'd have to face a lot of paperworks, apologize to the residents, and overall fix the problem that comes after solving their initial problem. Pearl, Fauna, you children with me? The gemstones of water and earth emerged from his body and transformed into their human form. Papa? Yes, loves. Go help after your Uncle Natsu, okay? I've concealed your presence so only Natsu can detect you now. Go, my daughters. With a nod, the duo flew down and cleaned up after their still roaring uncle. Pearl turned into pure water and stopped the fast-spreading fire calamity, while Fauna restored everything back. It surprised the enemies, but Natsu grinned and looked up, easily spotting his brother-in-law. Sorry for the mess, Natsu conveys through thought communication as he dodges and kicks one of the lackeys. What else is new? You always go overboard. Maybe that is your signature move, the Tempest ruler answered, making the other chuckle. Pearl and Fauna soon made their way back to him and he received them with open arms. Good job, Rimuru chuckled when both gemstone daughters hugged him. He let it be as he still analyzes everything happening below. Only to raise an eyebrow. 2225. Raphael kept counting while watching Natsu break the last magic circle in the area. But what Rimuru saw is not just Natsu, but the Fire Dragon King Igneel himself at the back of Natsu. The dragon made eye contact with him and he smiled, bowing down. To think he would see this wonderful sight. It is definitely a sight to behold. Even in that form, Rimuru could still feel the strength and resolve of the king. The dragon bowed back and focused on him before completely disappearing. One by the remaining magic circles succumbed to the overwhelming powers of the Dragon Slayers. 2500. Complete. All magic circles are gone and no remaining harmful Ethernanos detected.